Have you ever wondered why you feel more tired, more achy, and less like yourself than you did just a few years ago, even when the doctors say your tests look fine? Picture this. Every morning, you reach for that coffee with sugar, maybe a pastry, telling yourself it's just a small pleasure in life. Throughout the day, without even realizing it, you're consuming more sugar than your grandparents ate in an entire month. And your body is quietly paying a price that shows up in ways you never connected to that innocent looking white powder. Here's the truth that most of us over 60 don't want to face. Sugar isn't just making us gain weight or giving us cavities anymore. It's stealing our energy, clouding our minds, inflaming our joints, and setting us up for the very health problems we fear most as we age. We've been told that a little sugar won't hurt, that we deserve these small indulgences, but what if I told you that sugar might be the single biggest obstacle standing between you and feeling vibrant again? In the next few minutes, I'm going to share what happens to your body and mind when you completely eliminate sugar for just 14 days, and why this simple change could give you back the energy and clarity you thought were gone forever. Number 1. The hidden enemy destroying your body. Right now, as you sit there listening to this, sugar is quietly wreaking havoc inside your body in ways that would shock you. Think about higher, your morning coffee, that innocent slice of toast, maybe a granola bar you thought was healthy. Without even trying, you consumed more sugar than your great-grandparents ate in an entire week. We're not talking about obvious culprits like candy or cake. We're talking about the sugar hiding in everything from your salad dressing to your supposedly healthy yogurt. Here's what's really happening inside you. Every time sugar enters your bloodstream, your pancreas scrambles to produce insulin, like a frantic firefighter trying to contain a blaze. But after years of this constant emergency response, your cells start to ignore insulin's desperate knocks at the door. This is insulin resistance, and it's the silent foundation of almost every health problem you fear as you age. Your blood becomes thick and sticky. Inflammation spreads through your arteries like rust through old pipes, and your heart works overtime just to keep up. But here's the part that might surprise you the most. Sugar doesn't just damage your body, it hijacks your brain. Scientists have discovered that sugar activates the exact same reward pathways as cocaine and heroin. Yes, vous avez entendu cela. That afternoon cookie craving isn't a lack of willpower, it's your brain experiencing genuine withdrawal. You've been fighting a battle with one hand tied behind your back, thinking you just needed more self-control when you were actually facing a powerful addiction. The sugar industry has spent decades convincing us that fat was the enemy, while they quietly poisoned our food supply. They've made us believe that a little sugar won't hurt, that we deserve these small pleasures. Meanwhile, chronic inflammation from sugar has been silently setting the stage for diabetes, heart disease, and the very frailty we're trying so hard to avoid. But once you understand this enemy, you can finally begin to defeat it. Number 2. Les 14 premiers jours de liberté. La décision est prise. You're ready to break free from sugar's grip. But let me tell you what's waiting for you in those first 72 hours, because if you don't prepare for this battle, you might surrender before the victory begins. Day 1 might feel manageable, even empowering. You'll throw out the cookies, dump the soda, and feel proud of your commitment. But par le deuxième jour, quelque chose change. Your head starts pounding like someone's using a jackhammer inside your skull. Your mood swings like a pendulum. One moment you're irritable, snapping at loved ones for no reason. The next, you're fighting back tears over a commercial on television. Your body is literally going through withdrawal, and every cell is screaming for the sugar it's become dependent on. You'll find yourself standing in front of the refrigerator at midnight, not even hungry, just desperate for something, anything to make the craving stop. Jour 3 est souvent le point de rupture. This is when most people cave, convincing themselves that life without sugar isn't worth living. You might catch yourself thinking about that chocolate bar in the convenience store with the same longing you once reserved for a first love. Your brain will play tricks on you, suddenly remembering every birthday cake, every holiday cookie, every sweet moment in your life, and making you believe you're giving up joy itself. But here's where the miracle begins. On day 4, something shifts. Your headaches start to fade. Your mood begins to stabilize. It's subtle at first, like the first hint of dawn after a long, dark night. By day 7, you'll notice something remarkable happening to your taste buds. That apple you bite into tastes sweeter than any candy you remember. Your morning coffee, once bitter without sugar, now has flavors you never noticed before. Your body is literally rewiring itself, rediscovering what real food actually tastes like. La deuxième semaine apporte des transformations que l'on peut voir et sentir. You wake up one morning and realize your clothes feel looser around your waist. The puffiness in your face has diminished. Your skin, which seemed dull and tired just days before, now has a clarity that makes you look in the mirror twice. You're sleeping deeper, waking more refreshed, and that mid-afternoon energy crash that used to knock you flat has simply vanished. Some people lose 2 to 3 pounds without changing anything else about their routine. Your body is finally free to heal itself. Number 3, the promise of renewed vitality. What I'm about to share with you might sound too good to be true, but it's backed by decades of research and witnessed by thousands of people who made this simple change. When you eliminate sugar from your life for good, you're not just avoiding empty calories, you're giving your body permission to function the way it was designed to, the way it did when you were younger and felt invincible. Let's start with diabetes, the diagnosis that terrifies so many of us. Right now, your cells might be ignoring insulin signals, forcing your pancreas to work overtime like an engine running in the red zone. But when you stop flooding your system with sugar, something beautiful happens. Your insulin sensitivity returns, your cells start listening again. Your blood sugar stabilizes naturally, and that sword of Damocles hanging over your health finally lifts. You're not just preventing diabetes, you're reversing the damage that's already been done. Your heart, that faithful companion that's been beating for 6 decades or more, finally gets the relief it deserves. Without sugar constantly triggering inflammation, your triglycerides drop, your blood pressure normalizes, and your arteries begin to heal. The chest tightness you attributed to getting older might simply disappear. You'll climb stairs without getting winded, take long walks without fatigue, and feel your cardiovascular system working with an efficiency you forgot was possible. But perhaps the most dramatic change happens to your appearance. Sugar is like acid to collagen, the protein that keeps your skin firm and youthful. Every sweet treat you've consumed has been literally aging you from the inside out. When you stop this assault, your body begins producing collagen again. Fine lines soften, votre peau retrouve son élasticité, et les gens commencent à demander si vous avez fait du travail. You haven't. You've simply stopped poisoning the fountain of youth that was always inside you. Your liver, that miraculous organ that's been working overtime to process all that sugar, finally gets a chance to focus on its hundreds of other vital functions. Your metabolism improves, your energy becomes steady and reliable, and your immune system strengthens like a fortress being rebuilt. The brain fog that made you wonder if you were losing your edge lifts completely. Your concentration sharpens, anxiety diminishes, and you feel emotionally balanced in a way you haven't experienced in years. This isn't just about looking better, it's about reclaiming the vitality that sugar stole from you. Number 4. Évitez les pièges cachés. Vous avez fait le pari, vous comprenez les enjeux, mais l'industrie alimentaire a mis des pièges partout. Et they're specifically designed to sabotage people just like you. Walking through any grocery store today is like navigating a minefield where sugar hides behind innocent faces and healthy promises. That whole grain bread you trusted? It's loaded with hidden sugars. The salad dressing you thought was harmless? It might contain more sugar than a candy bar. The most dangerous enemies wear disguises. They call themselves natural, organic, healthy, but they're wolves in sheep's clothing. That granola bar marketed to active seniors is probably a candy bar with better marketing. The fruit yogurt you eat for breakfast contains more sugar than ice cream. Even that innocent-looking whole wheat pasta raises your blood sugar almost as fast as table sugar itself. The refined flour has been stripped of everything nutritious and processed into a substance your body treats exactly like sugar. Here's something that will shock you. That fresh orange juice you drink, thinking you're being healthy? It contains as much sugar as a can of soda, sometimes more. When you juice a fruit, you remove the fiber that would normally slow sugar absorption, creating what's essentially liquid candy. Your liver gets hit with a sugar tsunami that's even harder to process than if you'd eaten the actual fruit. Even natural fruit, while containing vitamins and nutrients, needs to be approached with caution during your sugar elimination journey. The key to success lies in becoming a detective. Read every label like your life depends on it because it does. Sugar aims plus discernant qu'un criminel maître. Corn syrup, dextrose, maltose, fructose, anything ending in "ose" is sugar wearing a costume. Brown rice syrup sounds healthy but spikes your blood sugar faster than white sugar. Agave nectar, malgré sa réputation de produit santé, contient plus de fructose que le sirop de maïs à haute teneur en fructose. Si vous avez le diabète, une maladie cardiaque ou toute autre affection chronique, ce voyage nécessite un accompagnement médical. Don't let pride keep you from consulting your doctor before making dramatic dietary changes. Some medications may need adjustment as your blood sugar improves. This isn't about going it alone, it's about building a support team for your transformation. The goal isn't perfection overnight, it's sustainable change that honors both your health and your safety. Number 5. Sweet solutions without compromise. Je sais ce que vous pensez en ce moment. Life without sweetness sounds like a prison sentence. Your morning coffee ritual, your evening tea, those special occasions that revolve around cake and celebration, how can you possibly navigate a world that seems built around sugar? Take a deep breath, because I'm about to introduce you to a solution that changes everything. A bridge between the life you've known and the healthy future you're creating. Science has given us remarkable alternatives that taste like sugar, act like sugar in recipes, but don't trigger any of the devastating effects we've been discussing. Sugar-free Gold Plus représente une percée que vos grands-parents n'auraient jamais imaginée. It contains sucralose and chromium, compounds that provide sweetness without raising blood sugar, without feeding inflammation, without addicting your brain. Think of it as getting all the pleasure with none of the poison. The beauty of this solution lies in its simplicity. Your morning coffee tastes exactly the same. Your favorite dessert recipes work perfectly. You're not sacrificing the rituals and comforts that make life sweet, you're simply upgrading the ingredients. This isn't about deprivation, it's about having your cake and eating it too. Literally. The chromium in this formula actually helps your body process any remaining natural sugars more efficiently, supporting the very health goals you're trying to achieve. But perhaps most importantly, this alternative gives you time. Time to retrain your taste buds, time to develop new habits, time to experience the benefits of reduced sugar without the psychological trauma of complete elimination. It's like having training wheels while you learn to ride the bicycle of sugar-free living. You can sweeten your transition period while your body heals and your mind adjusts to this new way of being. The safety profile is remarkable. Unlike artificial sweeteners of the past that came with warnings and side effects, this has been extensively tested and proven safe for daily use. Diabetics can use it without worry. Fitness enthusiasts embrace it. Even children can consume it safely. You're not trading one health problem for another. You're genuinely finding a better way forward. This tool doesn't just make the journey possible, it makes it enjoyable. Number 6, conquering the mind game. The biggest battle you'll face isn't in your body, it's in your mind. Right now, sugar isn't just food to you, it's comfort, celebration, reward, and memory all wrapped into one irresistible package. You've spent decades associating sweetness with love, success with cake, comfort with cookies. Changing your relationship with sugar means changing your relationship with life itself, and that's where most people get stuck. Your mind will tell you stories. It will whisper that birthdays without cake are meaningless, that coffee without sugar is punishment, that a life without dessert isn't worth living. These thoughts feel true because they've been your truth for so long. But they're just stories, and stories can be rewritten. Every person who has successfully eliminated sugar has faced these exact same mental battles and discovered something remarkable on the other side. The transformation happens in stages, and the first stage is the hardest. You'll mourn the loss of sugar like saying goodbye to an old friend, even though that friend was slowly killing you. This is normal, expected, and temporary. Your brain has been conditioned to see sugar as a reward, a celebration, a solution to every emotion. Breaking these neural pathways takes time, patience, and tremendous self-compassion. But here's where the magic begins to happen. Once you start experiencing the benefits, once you feel your energy stabilize, once you see your reflection changing in the mirror, once you sleep better and think clearer, your motivation shifts from external pressure to internal drive. You stop wanting sugar not because you're forcing yourself to be good, but because you genuinely prefer feeling amazing to tasting sweet. The people who succeed long-term are those who replace the stories. Instead of "I can't have sugar," they think "I choose energy over exhaustion." Instead of "I'm depriving myself," they think "I'm giving myself the gift of health." Instead of "life is less enjoyable," they discover "life is more vivid when I'm not in a sugar fog." This isn't about willpower, it's about rewriting the narrative of what makes life sweet. And once you discover that true sweetness comes from vitality, clarity, and the confidence that comes with taking control of your health, you'll wonder why you waited so long to begin this journey. So here we are at the end of this journey together. We've talked about something that touches every single day of your life. Sucre. That sweet companion that promised comfort but delivered chaos. That familiar friend that was slowly stealing your vitality, your energy, your future. But now you know the truth. You understand what those 14 days can mean for your body and your spirit. The headaches will pass, the cravings will fade, and what emerges en l'autre côté est une version de vous-même que vous auriez pu oublier qu'elle existait. Clearer thinking, steady energy, skin that glows, sleep that actually restores you. This isn't about perfection. It's not about never enjoying life again. It's about reclaiming control over your own body at a time when so many things feel beyond our control. You have the power to feel better à 70 ans que vous n'aviez pas 60 ans. You have the wisdom to make choices that honor the precious years ahead of you. Remember, chaque petit pas compte. Every sugar-free day is a gift you give to your future self. Whether you start tomorrow or take time to prepare, whether you go cold turkey or use safe alternatives, the important thing is that you start. Your body has been waiting patiently for you to make this change. Which part of this journey spoke to you most deeply today? Was it learning about sugar's hidden dangers, or discovering that transformation is still possible at any age? Si ce message vous a touché, partagez-le avec quelqu'un qui a besoin d'entendre ça. Leave a comment about your own experience with sugar. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to take their first step. Until we meet again, remember this. It's never too late to choose vitality over comfort, health over habit. You deserve to feel amazing in your own skin.